Have you ever wondered how to stop being a victim of your life can shift your mindset toward empowerment? Life is filled with challenges, and it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that external circumstances dictate your happiness. However, true empowerment begins when you take ownership of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By shifting your perspective, you stop blaming outside factors for your struggles and instead see every challenge as an opportunity for growth. Embrace responsibility for your own journey, and you'll discover the strength within to create the life you desire. Recognizing your power begins with a deep and intentional journey inward. It is not merely about acknowledging external abilities or talents, but about uncovering the reservoirs of strength that have always existed within. This process requires self-reflection, a willingness to confront personal fears, and an openness to redefine one's identity beyond the constraints of past experiences. For example, a person who has faced repeated failures in their career may feel powerless, attributing their lack of success to external forces. However, by shifting their perspective and recognizing that each setback was a lesson rather than a limitation, they regain agency. Instead of feeling trapped by circumstances, they begin to take conscious steps toward growth, learning new skills, refining their approach, and adapting to challenges with resilience. One's circumstances do not define identity or self-worth, yet many people allow external factors to dictate how they perceive themselves. Imagine a student who struggles academically, repeatedly told by others that they are not intelligent enough to succeed. If they internalize these judgments, they may develop a self-concept rooted in inadequacy. However, the moment they realize that intelligence is not fixed and that effort and perseverance shape success, their reality changes. They begin to see challenges as opportunities rather than confirmations of failure. This realization empowers them to take control of their learning process, seek help when needed, and ultimately reshape their academic journey. Recognizing one's power is the first step in breaking free from self-imposed limitations. Taking ownership of thoughts, emotions, and actions is fundamental to gaining control over one's narrative. When people blame external forces for their unhappiness, they surrender their ability to create change. Sophia had spent years in a relationship that once felt like home, only to watch it crumble before her eyes. The breakup left her feeling lost, as if her sense of happiness had been taken away with it. For weeks, she replayed conversations, searching for answers, blaming circumstances, blaming herself. But the moment she realized that her healing was in her own hands, everything changed. She picked up a paintbrush again, something she had neglected for years. She started journaling, allowing her pain to transform into words rather than silence. Slowly, step by step, she reclaimed herself not as someone broken by love, but as someone renewed by it. They engage in self-care, establish boundaries, and refocus on personal goals. This shift in mindset transforms their experience, turning pain into an opportunity for self-discovery rather than a source of endless suffering. Small choices accumulate to shape life's trajectory. often in ways that are not immediately visible. A single decision to wake up early and exercise, to choose nutritious food, or to practice gratitude may seem insignificant in the moment. However, repeated consistently, these small actions build momentum, leading to profound transformation. A writer who commits to writing just 500 words a day may not see immediate results, but over time, this discipline results in a completed novel. Similarly, a person who decides to approach each day with optimism gradually rewires their brain to see possibilities rather than obstacles. Every decision, no matter how minor, is a declaration of personal power. Authenticity, self-awareness, and a growth mindset are essential for empowerment because they create the foundation for long-term success and fulfillment. Authenticity means embracing one's values and principles even in the face of external pressure. A young entrepreneur who refuses to compromise their ethical standards despite lucrative opportunities demonstrates the power of authenticity. Self-awareness allows individuals to understand their strengths and weaknesses, enabling them to make strategic choices rather than being driven by impulse. A leader who recognizes their tendency to react emotionally in stressful situations can develop strategies to remain composed and effective. A growth mindset ensures that obstacles are seen as opportunities to learn rather than insurmountable barriers. An athlete who views losses as learning experiences rather than failures continues to improve and achieve excellence. Recognizing one's power is not a singular event, but a continuous process of self-discovery and intentional action. It requires a commitment to personal growth, a willingness to challenge limiting beliefs, and an openness to embrace the unknown. By stepping into this realization, individuals move beyond victimhood and into a life of agency, resilience, and purposeful direction. Every moment presents an opportunity to reclaim one's narrative, proving that true power comes not from external validation, but from within. Taking ownership of life is a transformative shift from blaming external circumstances to embracing full responsibility for one's choices. Many individuals go through life feeling powerless, attributing their struggles to external forces, economic conditions, societal expectations, or the actions of others. While it is true that outside influences shape experiences, the defining factor in any person's journey is how they respond. A person who repeatedly blames a difficult childhood for their present struggles remains trapped in the past, allowing old wounds to dictate their future. In contrast, someone who acknowledges their history but actively works towards self-improvement takes back control. By shifting from blame to ownership, they no longer view themselves as victims, but as architects of their own destiny. This shift in perspective does more than just restore confidence. It lays the foundation for true resilience. Taking responsibility isn't just about admitting faults, it's about unlocking the ability to reshape one's future with intention and clarity. Accountability becomes the first step in building both personal integrity and long-term success. Recognizing the ripple effect of decisions is crucial in this process. Every action, no matter how small, influences both personal and interpersonal relationships. A person who consistently avoids